All right, we're going to do number 7, the angle lock, chapter 9 of the Parametric modeling textbook. This will be Cad55. So let's get started. All right. From up here, it's going to be English Standard. Create. All right, first thing you want to do is we're going to start on the top view. So we'll start sketch, pick this, and then don't forget, roll this back over. We'll just do the middle circle. All right, so let's see, we're doing diameter, and it's a diameter of 2.5. And then inside, we'll go ahead and do that one. That'll be a diameter of 1.75. Then we'll just go ahead and extrude those. And we're going to extrude it a total of 1.5. All right, so that's got our middle. We'll go ahead and hit that to get it out. Now, we're going to expand this and see there's your planes. That's the plane we want. So I'm going to right click on that, say new sketch. It's going to go up this way. I'm going to draw me a line out there. Draw me a line this way. We want that to be 30. One up there. And this is going to be 3.5 long. 3.5, and then hit tab, and that'll be 30. And there you go. All right, now this line, we want it to be 4. All right, so that's those two. Now, I think they're going to both offset the same. Yeah. 1.75. Let's see, so we got radius or diameter of 1.75 here. So I'm just going to do it the easy way. And then this one is a radius of 0.75, so that'd be 1.5. There we go. Yes, I know. I'm just doing some .875 is what I'm looking for. So offset. Pick that, and it's going to get both lines, but that's okay. 0.875, and they're nice and parallel. All right, so it's got those two. Erase that one and that one, and that one. There we go. We'll go ahead and trim this off. All right, now I'll offset the other side, 0.75. Tell you what, let's do. Let's back up. All right, let's erase that line. Now we should be able to do it without a problem. Yep, there we go. Try not to grab the line. There we go, and we'll trim this. And I'm going to go ahead and put another circle here, 0.75. And I'm going to project geometry, and we'll pick this circle. Now, trim all our purple lines off. Make sure it says at least an inch and 30 degrees, and then we'll offset that. 0.375, which is half of 0.75. You could also do just one side and mirror it. It's up to you. Delete that and trim. And there we go. Now, we'll extrude, and these are going to go up. 0.5. All right, now we can get our other things. They're both going to come out 0.75 or 0.25. So create sketch again. Delete that, and then I'll trim between it. Now we get the one up here. Okay, now we use our whole command. And we're going to use this and that. All right, top of it, 1.25. Depth is going to be 0.25. And 0.75. We'll pop that right there and then pick the edge and it'll center it. Make sure it's through all is checked. All right, that's got that. Now we're going to get our ribs. All right, once again, go back here, say it. There we go. That one goes right through the middle. Hit F7 on your keyboard, and that'll do this. Now, I'm going to zoom in on this. I'm going to project geometry here. I'm going to start a line there. I'm going to come out 0.8. Now I'm going to erase this and that. Now, I'm going to start a line here. I'm going to come up 0.8. I went the wrong way. .8. See? 90. There we go. And then we'll go back there. All right, delete this one, erase that one. All right, so there's my lines. I've got two of them. You hit finish, and we're going to use the rib command. Okay, make sure you set it for your thickness. In this case, it's 0.5. Click, and there we are. See? Now I got to get one on this one. I could do it the same way, but let me show you a better way. I'm going to go ahead and do this up here. I want to draw a line. And I want that to be 75 degrees over on the side there. So the 3.397 doesn't matter. It can be whatever length. This needs to be 75 right there. All right, now I'm going to finish that. You're like, well, McLean, what are we going to do with that? We're going to use that to make a plane. So you hit plane, and you want 3 points. First point, second point, and then pick anywhere on this big cylinder for the third point. Or not. Let's try that again. I'll delete that. Finish. There we go. 3 point. There we go. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. Doesn't matter. All right, so there we are. Now, we're going to mirror right here. Mirror. Pick that. Come over here and pick mirror plane. Pick the plane you just made, and then hit OK. Now come over here, kill the visibility on the plane, and on that sketch. And there's your part. All right, now we're going to lay it out. But first, let's save it. So we're going to save. This will be Cad55. And we'll save it. Now, we're not going to PDF this out because we want the actual drawing. So you're going to pick here, new, and either one of these. All right, don't forget, we're going to change this. So we're going to right click on the sheet, go to edit sheet, change our B, probably big enough. If it's not, we'll go back. Now I want to move this up to the top, so let me go ahead and edit sheet again and just see, click that right there. All right, so our base view in this case is going to be our top view. So go base, all right, flip that up to top. And we'll put it right here. And it's half scale, okay, which is fine. I mean, you can try to go bigger. 1:1 is going to be too big. Type in 0.75. I kind of like that. We'll go with that one. Hit OK. Now, we're going to project. Oh, our angle is off a little bit. Well, when that happens, nice little teaching thing, we'll go ahead and just open that back up. All right, there's our problem. So I'm going to delete the mirror. All right, let's go back to our work plane and see what's up with that. See, it said skewed at an angle. So I didn't get it quite right. So we'll delete that too. All right, let's try that again. Get our sketch back out here. Make it visible again. All right, plane through 3 points. Let me do an axis through here. There we go. Now we can get our 3 points. Maybe we can get to. Let's see. Nope, it's still skewed. All right, let's try this again. This time we'll use a different type since that's not going to line up for us. Plane, and we'll just pick the line, and then we'll pick this face, and then we'll just hit green check. And there we go. All right, now we should be able to mirror. Pick that, mirror plane, pick that. Hit OK. Let's inspect it before we leave this time. Yep, we're good. All right, so color visibility. And you can also hit Alt V on that if you want to. I'm going to get rid of this work points and this work axis. We don't need them. All right, so there we go. Now go ahead and save that again, and you go back. And it updates. All right, so we need an auxiliary of that. I'm gonna pull this in a little bit more. Auxiliary. And we'll just put it right there. And that gives us this view in true. All right, so we'll go ahead and throw our annotations. There we go. Aligned. We'll uncheck this box so that box doesn't come up every time. and then hole and thread for this one. That gives the spot face and everything like that. Burn that a little bit. Now we can get this one. You gotta watch those dots. If you get those, it won't let you do the angle. There we go. And that's basically it. Not a whole lot of dimensions are necessary on this one. As you can see, that one went up a little too high, so I can go back to this, and we want to edit that one, right? So go back to our rib, go back to our sketch, edit our sketch. 7 so we can see. Oh, it's right. So we'll just leave that alone. If yours comes out, there it is. There we go. I just had them in the wrong spot. Okay, that's got it. There we go. All right, so we're ready to output it. File, export, PDF. And Cad55 PDF will be fine. Put that out. That's what you turn into me. All right, we got it. Had a few problems and little glitches here and there, but hey, I'm not perfect either, but I can figure it out. So if you have any questions, just ask me in class or maybe put it in the comments and I'll see what I can answer. And see you on the next one.